Hi, my name is Christina Perez, and this is my Technology Integration Unit project. The description summary of the technology that is incorporated is Powtoon. Powtoon is a web-based animation software that permits users to create animated presentations. Their mission is to address all frustrations that people have with PowerPoint and Keynote and add animation and killer design. The presentations that are created are in the form of a presentation combined with a cartoon. When creating a Powtoon, the users can manipulate pre-created objects, import images, add music, and create voiceovers. Powtoon is free and can be used by anyone. In addition, they do have a Pro plan, Business plan, and Premium plan available at an additional cost. I provided a link at the bottom there that will give you more information about Powtoon. The summary of the learning theories instructional design model that is being used is the constructivism approach. This approach is where the learner builds on interpersonal experiences and are active and social in the learning process. The teacher is a facilitator and the environment is student-focused and learner-centered. The methods for this approach are as follows: discovery, collaboration, scaffolding, self-guided learning based on personal experiences, and peer grading review. Here is an umbrella of constructivism and pretty much everything that falls underneath that umbrella. Here is another image that I found that has constructivism broken up by learning goals and what they include, the conditions for instruction, and the methods of instruction. And this is something else I found, and I think the most interesting thing here to me was this right here. Let the people show what they have learned in different ways, not just through written tests. My instructional objectives are as follows. After students learn about the research process, biographies, and plagiarism, they will choose an author of their choice, research information about the author, and create a presentation using Powtoon and a rubric accurately. After students are done with their biography presentations, they will present it to the class, and the students will use a rubric to evaluate each presenter and presentation accurately. The intended audience is a 7th grade ELA class. The length of time this should take is approximately 9 55-minute class periods to conduct the research and create the presentations, and the actual presentations should approximately take about 3 55-minute class periods. This length can be accommodated based on the needs of your students. Here are the TEKs continued, and my lesson plan. Students should have already been familiar with the research process and what a biography consists of prior to doing this lesson. Another thing that I think is really important that they constantly need to be reminded about is plagiarism. So I also included a 2-day lesson on that. So here is day 1, and this is one of the lessons that's going to focus on plagiarism. I provided the objectives for the students, and pretty much what they're going to do is they're going to create a word splash. They're going to brainstorm at least 5 words that come to mind when thinking of the word plagiarism. They're going to create 2 to 3 phrases with the words they brainstormed. They're going to create a definition with the phrases they have created and share out. They're also going to conduct a search on the definition, the consequences of plagiarism, and they need to keep track of their findings. As they finish and leave the classroom, they will be doing a 3-2-1 exit slip. Here I have all the steps that the teacher will need to take in order for this lesson to be successful. You can pretty much tweak whatever you would like to tweak if it doesn't fit the needs of your class. Day 2, the objectives. Again, we're still focusing on plagiarism here. So the students will identify and discuss solutions for plagiarized pieces of work. They're going to collaborate and they're going to create solutions for each scenario on plagiarism. So here I have all the detailed instructions as far as what the teacher needs to do. I also provided links that are necessary for this lesson to be successful. Day 3 of 7, the objectives. The students will choose an author of their choice, research information about the author, and create a presentation using Powtoon and a rubric accurately. And the teacher will go with the students to the library, monitor and assist students with finding sources, They will also guide and facilitate through the research process. The librarian and the library aide will also be there to assist in this. Day 8 and 9, the objectives. The students will present their presentations to the class, and the students will use the rubric to evaluate each presenter and presentation accurately. So here I have the biography writing rubric, and pretty much the scoring goes from a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 is proficient, 4 capable, 3 satisfactory, 2 emerging, and 1 is beginning. And here we have the rubric that the students and the teachers can use. So here I provided a link for Powtoon, so you can kind of have an idea of how it works. So pretty much you can log in. I'm logged in with Google here. So you pretty much can enter just your email. Enter your password. What you have here is showing you that you can use Powtoon for work, for education, and for personal use. So I'm just going to kind of skip this, be reminded later. So here you have an option to do a video and presentation. You can also click on slides. They're both easy to use. They're very user-friendly. It's just a matter of really kind of just messing around with this and seeing what's going to fit your needs. Here we have the create button. We have a dashboard, we have the pricing, tutorials, and a blog here. So there are some top posts here for Powtoon. So I'm just going to show you the basics of this. So I'm going to click create. And here the user is going to be provided with some ready-made templates. They also have the option here to start from scratch. And if you kind of click over any of these, you kind of have an idea of what the slides are going to consist of. They're all different. They all vary. There are some that you will need to have a pro plan or a business plan in order to be able to use them. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you this one really quick. So here I'm going to click on edit. And here everything is. So this is what you're going to be working with. So you have option to save, undo, redo. You can preview and you can export. You also have the option to be in simple mode and customize mode. So you have different options here on the side for your slides. You also have your different layouts that you can choose from. So like if I click on this, it's going to give me different ones pertaining to infographics. And it kind of does that for each of the different categories that are provided. You can also click on your background. Once again, you're provided with different backgrounds. You can choose colors. You can upload a background that you want. You can also work with objects, but here it's going to tell you need to go into customize mode. So all you need to do is just switch it over. And it pretty much sets everything up for you. You also have the option for graphs. You also have the option for sound. Here you can click on soundtrack and it'll give you an option to choose from. Some of them you do have to be a part of the pro plan or the business plan in order to use the songs that are provided. So here, let's just say I want to include this one. I would simply just click add and I'm going to override it, click apply, and that song should be applied to my presentation. I can also do professional voiceovers. I can do voiceover track. I can do a voiceover per slide. There are so many things you can do with this. I could also use and insert different images. It's pretty much, I think the user just needs to kind of explore and see what best fits their needs. I'm going to go ahead and continue with the presentation. So here I have an example of a Powtoon presentation for a biography. Hope you enjoy it. hit play. Here the user can also pause, so they can go ahead and read the text that's here and just simply hit play. They can also click the sound to turn the sound off if they would like. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you.